Oh man, here we go. Offer sheets are back. We don't see these a whole lot, and even less do we see them not matched. And a big reason for that is it tends to create some tension, some bad blood. Think of Sebastian Aho getting offer sheeted by the Montreal Canadiens in 2019 and the whole fiasco that created. Carolina matched, obviously, and then a couple years later, they offer sheeted Kotkaniemi and made his signing bonus just $20 because it's Aho's number. There's been a few others sprinkled in there, big and small. Think of like the Flyers trying to get a 1-year, $1.9 million Ryan Kessler in '06 when he was still really young. Or on the other end of the spectrum, the Flyers again trying to get Shea Weber from the Preds, 14 years. The Preds ended up having to match that contract, but they traded him just 4 years later. But today we got our first offer sheet since Kotkaniemi in 2021, and there's two of them. It started with the Blues and Penguins making a minor trade for mid-round picks, and naturally you got tons of people in the comments making fun of, oh, it's what a big trade, being sarcastic about it. But here's the thing. Those picks the Blues got, those were requisite to the offer sheets that they would make just a few minutes later. So funny enough, it actually does end up being a pretty big trade. St. Louis turns around and offer sheets Philip Broberg 2 years at $4.58 million and Dylan Holloway at 2 years $2.29. Two of the, I'd say, brightest up-and-comers in the Oilers system. Edmonton now has 7 days to match the offer sheet, so let the games begin here. This team's trying to make a run at a cup here, so they are absolutely cap-strapped. It's going to be tough for them to keep not just both, but even one of them. I do think they're going to try, though. I mean, both are really good players, especially Holloway. I imagine they're going to take a solid run at trying to keep him. That guy's developing nicely. He looks like he's going to turn into a really good player. Broberg has been up and down in his career so far, but he played really well when he was called upon in these past playoffs. He was one of the best Oilers D-men when he came in. As for Doug Armstrong and the Blues, this is spicy. If they do end up getting these players, that's a big move for their retool post-2019 Cup. Especially that back end. It desperately needs some young, fresh talent in there. And I know there's some vets like Braden Shen, Pavel Buchnevich, part of the core, but hey, you bring in Dylan Holloway, that's another good young piece to add to the young part of the core. Jake Neighbors, Robert Thomas, Jordan Kyrou. You're setting yourself up pretty nicely for the future there. But again, that's all assuming the Oilers don't match. My prediction is the Oilers match on Holloway, they keep him, but they end up taking the second round pick for Broberg. He goes to St. Louis. Especially with the Draisaitl contract coming up so soon and McDavid not too long after that, I just don't see them committing over $4.5 million across the 2 years where those guys need to be signed. That's a big chunk that you're probably going to need in those negotiations for 97 and 29. But hey, with offer sheets, it's tough to know. Maybe both stay at Edmonton, maybe both go. That's part of why people love offer sheets so much and why they're rare, because it's high drama. Give me your thoughts and your prediction on what happens with these two in the comments down below. And what do you think of this move for St. Louis? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You're awesome.